Hello folks and welcome to the channel. Today we're at The Sun Also Rises. We're doing the mission challenges. We're just catching up on some old missions that we've done a fair while ago and that some subscribers asked us if we wouldn't mind revisiting. So we're just going to pop along and we're going to Bathurst today doing the race, which is the final mission. There are no settings to choose on the car. It's a car you're given. It's the F-Type GR3, the Jaguar. Its PP is 600, which fits it firmly in the GR3 figures, and this is described as the Bathurst GR3 Battle. So, sys settings for today will be traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off as normal, and we're running a manual transmission, and controller settings, open button configuration, controller steering sensitivity 0, force feedback torque and sensitivity both on 5. So let's talk about this race. It's going to drop you in at Bathurst. It's a 20-minute race, I believe. It says so at the bottom there. We've got a rolling start. We're starting last on the grid. The idea is to come first and to cover as many laps as physically possible. Previous time, or the last time we ran this, we ran 10 laps with virtually everybody. Everybody's doing laps, doing 10. The question is, can we do 11 laps? We don't intend to make a pit stop. We're going to run on hard tyres. We're going to run fuel consumption on maximum because I think you're going to get 17 laps of fuel, so that's not an issue. So it's effectively overtake everyone in front of us and run to the line. For us to do 11 laps, we would have to do laps of under 2 minutes. And I don't think I'm that good. So I'm running traction control 1, don't forget. And looking at around the people on my list, a lot of the people who are normally as good as me are not on this list. And I think it's probably, look at a Dobber down there. Dobber's never actually won this race, which is a shocker. Boy needs to get his finger out. However, if you look, NW555, Elvis, Sloth Shady, Iceman, I'm even above Iceman at this point. Alex is of course above me because he's capable. Well, we've got 5 places we can improve, and that's just doing the 10 laps quicker. So, top 10 stars, somebody has done 11 laps. El Pobrick, and I think we'll find that's the guy who's winning the current fastest lap challenge round the Nürburgring, possibly, if it's the same guy. So 11 laps are possible. He is extremely quick if that's the case. But with that, what we're trying to do, folks, is just get to the end, show you it's possible. Game setting on hard. So we're ready to dive in? Let's do it. You'll get the fun bit, my commentary as we go round. Traction control on 1, brake balance to the front. Get round this corner without ado, and then we'll just change, or we'll get up there to the fuel mix, and we're going to leave it on fuel mix 1. Just see if we can get past the old Supra. No drama, and the idea, folks, is to get around this without hitting anything, without spinning anything, and just get as fast as you can. Get as near to 2 minutes as lap time as possible. The track feels wet, it looks greasy. Missed the apex there, let's cut it back in and drive hard up the hill. The car doesn't handle badly, it's a settle, bounced off the wall there. It's a fixed setup, so there's nothing you can do with it. You don't even get a chance to look at what the setup is. All we know is it's running hards. Bounce off the wall again, up to 5th gear. Coming up to Mr. Longo in the old Alpha. Now I find changing down gears through this 3-2-1, back up to 2nd, don't use the wall, that's not what we need to do, we're wrecking the car. Thankfully no damage. First gear for this corner, that was particularly untidy. So tyres are just showing it's a teeny bit of wear. If you would move the brake balance to the front, you start to excessively wear your rears. We know we've got 10 laps to do, so we'll be good. This isn't going to be a majorly fast out lap. It's going to be something like a 2:08, I'd suggest. Braking on the 150 there. I don't like to hit the curbs at this track. The curbs are rather dangerous. This is a low-bodied car, so if you manage to 50-50 the curb, there's a chance you could lose control of it. Where are we? 2:09. That's because we hit a couple of walls. So up to 10th place, Mr. Mantovani in front of us, then followed by Mr. Gentry. We've met him in races before, so braking on the 100 here. Third gear just gives us the right balance to get through the corner. Cross that curve at the end. See if we can catch Mr. Gentry. A bit of late braking into this corner. Second gear, can we do it in first? Yeah, we can for traction. Really want to get past him as soon as we can before we hit the top of this mountain. Give him a little nudge, try and shush him on. He's braked like a demon. Why would he do that? Braked mid-corner, what an anus. However, let's keep going. All these delays stop us from getting to the front. Fourth, third, into this corner, second, into this corner first, don't let the back end lock up to second very quickly, down the hill, running as hard as we can, third gear for this corner, second and then first to take the corner, the back end will slide, but keep it through. There we go, so in front of us now we have Mr. Salerno in what looks like a Lambo. Making our way up to 6th gear, going to crest this hill, round about 106, 70 mile an hour, 137 purple sector, so we're going to probably put in a 206, a 207. I just modulated the brakes there and ran straight through, which is never good. I shouldn't have modulated the brakes. I was hoping to take those two guys early, but I put the kiss of death on myself there, didn't I? Giving myself an estimated time having gone through that purple. Oh, that's a shame. We're 20 seconds over, so that's another 2:10. Oh my lord, we can do better than that. Mr. Big. Braking just after the 100. Second gear. Force the BMW to go wide where he doesn't want to be. Mr. Salerno, going to try and take you before the hill. Yeah, you got him away. I was going to try and cut back and do you, but I haven't got the throttle up the hill. Lift here. Give us a gap. He's hit the wall. Can we get up his inside just as he goes to the wall on the outside? We've done it. And past the old FT1 as well. Back on the gas. Should be in 5th gear really there. That's a bit slow coming up the hill. Down to 4th, 3rd, 2. I saw a purple sector. 1, 2. Up to 4th. Back down to 3rd for this corner, big foot on the brakes, 2-1, and we're into 5th place as we come off the mountain. 10 seconds behind the leaders, pushing hard, really revving the car out. We really need to put in a decent lap time here, a 2:06 would be great. I've done it again, what's the bet? We missed the corner. 2.7 seconds up, well that's easy enough. We've made mistakes on every lap, haven't we? Braking down here, somewhere around the 75, 60 would be good if we can make that stick. 60's a little bit too deep, but we're good. Just messed the end of that lap up. The 2:07's alright, but it's not brilliant. wrong for that corner. It needs to be second. So it definitely looks like we've got plenty of fuel. 15.4 laps. We don't need to worry about that. Braking on the 100. Don't try and be tempted to use the environmental braking markers. That shadow's too tempting to use. The sun looks like it's going to be low round this hill, round this corner. The sun is going to dip down. It looks like we're going to be finishing the race in the dark. Well, we know we do, but we can't beat the sunset, I'm afraid. So 5th place. Coming up the hill, trying to measure our pace. Don't hit the wall. We just brushed it, not too bad. 5th gear, Mr. Braun in front of us in the R8. I don't think we're going to pass him before this complex. See if we can get around the outside, we can force a gap. No, 2nd gear. They're just here to slow us down, aren't they? See if we can get him around the outside here. 3rd gear, 2nd gear. First, try and get the back end in check. Bounced off the inside wall, he's at the outside wall. We've got him now. Very messy. Could do better than that. Up into 4th place, 10.3, 9.9 seconds behind the leader. Plenty of fuel. 11 minutes, just ticked past the 12-minute mark. 8 minutes gone. We should have finished this lap by now if we were on target to set a winner. We're not. See if we can purple sector this one. We were stuck behind that bad boy for probably too much of the lap to set a good time here. But let's fight away to the front and get some decent laps in. Yeah, we were slow, weren't we, look? Chasing that R8 all the way down the hill didn't really help us. Mr. Morris, Mr. Gerber and then Mr. Montgomery out front. I don't recognise some of these names. So the real reason I've been asked to rerun these races again is to make sure that the races are still possible since the changes that PD have made over the regular various updates. We had some big changes back in 1.23, 1.24 over fuel, tyre wear, etc. And I think they've also put more variation into races. So I've never seen Montgomery before. It's normally 2 Germans out up front on this race, if I remember correctly. Mr. Braun and then another guy. Is it Mr. Gerber? Mr. Gerber's there today, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. Oh, I've hit the wall looking up at the leaderboard. That's my own fault. Need to stop doing that. Here's Mr. Morris from the USA. And we meet him at exactly the same point, look. Oh, he gave me a stick. And he's hit me twice. Oh, unfriendly. That's not a delay that we need. I appreciate they're racing for position and they don't have to give it up. But every time we catch them up, we're catching them up on the mountain. And it's such a great loss of speed when you're going up that hill. Every lap I've been stuck in 4th gear coming up the hill when I know I should be in 5th. I know it's also possible for me to run consistent 206s. And I should be challenging for the lead by lap 5. We're going to have 4 laps left here, and this is not where we want to be. 12 seconds back, so we're losing time. But to get onto the 10th lap, we should be good. So we can see Mr. Gerber in front. He's only 7 seconds ahead. And then 5 seconds ahead will be Mr. Montgomery. Purple section again, so we're making progress. Let's see if we can actually get a flyer in this time because there's nobody in front of us. See if I can stop myself talking myself out of a decent lap. Let's not. Oh, here we go, hit the wall again. Oh my lord. Ever so sliding, and it feels sliding. Maybe it's the dew in the evening that's coming down late summer evening, sort of dropping some as the temperature drops, because it'll be cold at night here. You'll get that evening dew, won't you, as the sun goes down, as the water sort of, if there is any water in the air. I don't know what the climate's like here, but it looks wet, unless that's melty tarmac from the heat of the day. Feel like we're going too quick there. We caught him by an absolute flyer, look at that. We had to catch the car. He was 7 seconds ahead of us going up the hill. That just goes to show how slow they are going up the hill. Holy moly, we took 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds out of him there. The lead is down at 8.6 seconds. We're in third place, the sun's definitely coming down. Don't really want to be chasing these boys down in the dark. We want to get it done before the sun goes down. That sounds like a song lyric. Mr. Gerber then, what car's he in? Can you spot it? I can't see it. Is it a Lambo? No, it's a Mercedes. You Gerber, you. Let's get out of the way, come on. Nip on the bum just to let him know I'm here. Use his draft going up the straight. We're going to go to the left. We're going to go to the left. Pull past him. We've got the drive. That gives him the inside corner for the inside apex for the corner, but he's not going to get it. We're going to be well past him. Braking just after the 100 now. He's trying to push back up the inside. Oh my lord! He's trying to do to me what I do to every other driver on this track, and that's push him wide. But we're going to get him now, aren't we? My friend, you have some. See if we get to fifth gear as we want it without hitting the wall. Oh my lord! The car is slidey on these hard tyres. We are a mess. Can't get the car stable. So 5 seconds off the lead. Just try and get the car balanced and try not to overdrive the car. That will lead to more mistakes. We're on 7 laps. So at the end of this, there's 3 laps to go. There he is. There's the leader. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes 36. It's just disappeared round that corner. Braking on the 150. There it is. Try and get some width so we can get a late entry. Don't want to hit that curve too hard. I don't want it to spin me round as we pour poise round the corner with 2 wheels off the ground. We don't really want that. Brake on the 75. That's the safest place. We still miss the blooming apex as the car slipped through. Tyres are looking warm but good. Down to 50%. So we know they're going to last the race. To brake a touch there as we went across the apex. We're 3 seconds behind the leader with 3 laps to go. 8, 9, 10. Ooh, the race is on, the heat is on. We've got the full beam of the headlights down the circuit, look. We don't care about what he sees coming from behind him. We want him to know we're behind him. Lots of bright headlights behind him makes him think we're really close. Those poor marshals been blinded by our headlights. They're huge. We're going to catch him again at the possible top of the mountain here, aren't we? Going to catch him just before we go down. He's in a Gulf livery car. Wonder what that is. Is that the Jag? Aston? It's the Aston, the Pro Drive Aston. Sounds beautiful. Look at them flames. I'd want to stay behind him and watch him, but we're going to put him behind us without putting his... Oh, he's coming up the left-hand side. A short shift there. Don't want to close over his nose because he'll put me in the barrier. I know he will. Now let's just pull across and run. There we go. Now we've got to run for the line. We've got to not worry about him. He won't have the legs unless he dives late. Braking on the 150. There we go. So there we are into first place, folks. They're going to back off. We're on lap 9. So we've got 3 minutes. We've got this lap to do with potentially 1 minute spare that will put us on lap 9. Will it? We're on lap 9 now, so at the end of this we'll be on lap 10. The clock will tick down roughly halfway through the lap. We won't make it to lap 11, which at the end of the day, 10 laps is what we set last time. Let's not be disappointed. We might still... Oh, F me, he says. I missed my braking point. I might have to bleep that out, chaps. That'll be the first time ever that I'll have to put some bleep bloops in. Oh, I'm having a mare. It's so different at night. Half a lap to spare knowing that, but I am completely disillusioned as to where I am on the circuit. Oh my lord, get your mind into the game, Jimbo. Come on. I'm changing down so early. That's an absolutely shocking lap. So fastest lap is actually the fastest lap of the race. I hadn't pointed that out, so 2:06.448. Just over a minute to go, so a little bit disappointed in my performance on that last lap. We can do better. We know we can. Braking on the 75. Just felt the headlights off. The second place car behind us. He's not actually dropped away that far. So there we go. I think that's the critical time for us crossing the line there. We'll still push to finish that 11th, that 10th lap as soon as we possibly can. So we only put in a 2:11 that lap, so we only lost 3 seconds with our missed braking point up here. Look for the 100. Shouldn't be waffling, should I? It's because of the headlights. The headlights reflect so strongly off the marker boards that you can't actually read the 100, the 150, the 75, the 50. You can't read them. Which I hadn't considered before the dark. Well, that's something to take note of, folks, when you race this race. When you lose your braking marker because you can't read the difference between the signs, that's shockingly bad. We made it to 5th gear, top of the hill, but we were all over the place. We turned in too early. 4th gear, 3rd gear, 2nd gear, down to 1st. Don't hit the wall. We did hit the wall. Oh no, then. That's another bleep bloop. What we like to do, folks, is give you it all when it's a win. I've never actually redone a video where I've won the race and thought that's not good enough to go out. No, I can honestly say I've never done that. 7th place is just finished then. They've actually not made it through. Braking on the 150. I can't see the 2nd place car in our mirrors anymore. It's not at the top, no. So we're going to come through the line for the victory, but probably still 5th place as we were. Let's take the flag for the win. There it is, folks. It's all well possible within 10 laps. If you can run 2 minutes, you'll get to the top and make 11, but I can't. I'm not that good. We'll just see the final machinations. I'm not going to run through with the video overlay of the replay. Where did we get to? Let's look back at the ranking board. We're still in 5th. Alex is above us. Do I do that again? No, I won't. I'll leave that with you, folks. Thank you very much. That's that possible. There it is again, redone. Just like to say thank you very much for joining us today and watching the video. Hope it helps you get that gold. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, folks. Thank you now. Bye.